Listen, motherfuckers, okay? This week has been just off the charts terrible. Look at this zit on my lip. Zit your lip like a padlock. Look at that thing. I knew this week was going to be bad when I went to Albertsons and they didn't have my plant-based milk. I was like, oh. And the plant-based milks that they did have, these motherfuckers were trying to charge almost $5 for some milk.
Sir, are you serious?
But this week has been utterly disastrous. Truly, truly terrible. For 2 days, like Wednesday and Thursday, I was, like, for 48 hours, I was in such a state of disarray and exhaustion. Like, I haven't felt that exhausted since before I started smoking weed. And it was the weirdest thing because it was like, for me, anywhere, like, 5 to 7 hours of sleep, I'll be somewhat functional. Well, okay, 6 to 7 hours is optimal for me. 5 hours, I'm here. Let's do this thing kind of thing, you know? But I was getting like 5-6 hours of sleep and I woke up feeling exhausted. Like, I just cannot explain this. And I don't know if, like, I was telling my coworkers, like, maybe I had a nightmare and I just don't remember it, but for 48 hours straight, I was just existing on a plane of pure delirium and, like, exhaustion. I do not know how I managed to get anything done because I was so physically, spiritually, and, like, literally exhausted and tired. Like, every time I blinked, I fell asleep. Like, it was just not a good 48 hours. And then today's Friday, the day that I'm filming this. I knew today I was going to have its challenges when I got on the bus, and this motherfucker had an open can of fucking Monster Energy, whatever. Listen, y'all. If you drink that stuff, power to ya, mama, whatever. But for me personally, that stuff is truly terrible. It is terrible. I'm going to do some light makeup. I'm getting ready to go to Not Scary Farm, so welcome to the Not Scary Farm vlog. I've started off by complaining, but what is my channel if it is not a public platform to complain? What is it? Oh my god, do y'all see my new nails? There will be blood! Halloween, motherfuckers! Ookie spooky skeletons, motherfuckers! This is the one good thing about this week, I will say, is my new set. Personally obsessed with it. I've gotten lots of great compliments. Y'all go follow my nail artist. She's my friend's mummy. And she's so talented. And every time she does my nails, I just love it more and more. I've said this so many times, but I don't think y'all will ever see me without a set of nails ever again. Like, I just don't think that's ever gonna happen. Like, I am now the nails queen. Like, well, not the queen. I don't want to be the queen, honestly. Like, there are women out there who, like, are doing it like this, and they got all sorts of shit on their nails. I'm not trying to be that yet. But I got this new e.l.f. primer. It's Rose Putty Eye. I'm very scared, but I've been wanting to try primer. How do you open this? I'm so over things not being easy to open for people with nails. This is rude and offensive, and you are alienating your customers. Bitch. Oh! Sorry, that was my pick. I didn't mean to hit y'all like that. Anyways, here we go, using primer for the first time. Let's hope that I don't fuck it up. You wear it, you wear it, you wear it well. So I'm on the bus ride, like, gagging over this guy's, like, fucking Monster Energy drink. And then shortly after, some dude, I don't know what, I do not know what kind of meat this man was consuming, but the smell. The smell. And even after he got off the bus, I couldn't tell if after he got off the bus, the smell was so strong that it stayed, or if it was that we were parked near some sort of fast food place and then that smell lingered onto the bus. But like the entire bus ride, I was like dry heaving underneath my mask, and I had to like cover my mask because my mask is low-key kind of broken, so I need to get more reusable ones. But I don't know what this is doing, y'all. I don't know what this is doing. Maybe I put too much on. Also, I've seen people use concealer on the eyes, so I might try, like, if this ends up looking like shit, I think I might just go over it with some concealer. Oh, that's just my mole. Wait, is that my mole or is that something on the camera? Okay, I'm a little stoned, y'all. That's just the mole I have on my face. It's not a speck of dirt on my phone. Anyways, guys. Anyways, I don't know what I did, y'all. I don't know if I put on too much primer. I don't know what I'm doing, y'all, but I'm just trying to prime. Okay, motherfucker? We are just trying to prime. Prime it out. Optimus Prime, y'all. Optimus Prime gag the house boots down, mama. That was disgusting. I deserve to be arrested for that. It's good, but I had to use vanilla almond milk, so. I assumed maybe my taste buds have changed. Maybe I've grown as a person. Maybe I've matured. Maybe I've become someone who can tolerate the taste of vanilla almond milk. But I am not that person. It is disgusting. And I do not know who enjoys it. My family, they like it, which they're weirdos. No, they're not. I love them, but ew, you guys, that's weird. Lately, like the past 2 weeks, I've needed to cry, but I just haven't been able to. It's like the weirdest thing. Like, I used to be someone who could cry every single day and just like let it all out. But the past 2 weeks, there have been multiple moments where I'm like, bitch, let the tears go, and they're just not coming out of my eyes. But like, I can feel it. Like, I am like 3 bad news. Like, I am like 3 more bad newses away from like just shutting down completely. Like, I can feel it. Like, I'm just so overwhelmed. There's so much on my plate right now, between Vlogoween, between work, between preparing for my pole dance showcase, between dealing with my mental health and just dealing with being a person on this burning planet. Like, I have just been going through it. Me has been through it, okay? This is it, and I've been through it. This week was really terrible. This week was really, really terrible, honestly. Like, oh my god. There were so many moments at work where I just straight up almost started crying. And like I said, I do not know how I did not actually cry. I don't understand how that happened. I don't get it. I don't understand. But I seriously was like, woo, like, these motherfuckers is getting on my nerves. And then, like, last night, this table, they were so sweet. They were like, you were so nice. Like, we loved, you know, your service. And they tipped me a little extra. And then they told my boss how good I was. And, like, I almost cried, too. Because I was just like, y'all don't know the week that I have had. Like, truly. Let's see, what color? I'm gonna do orange to match the flower, and since it's Halloween, spooky, scary skeletons. Oh, this feels so good to just slap my eye. It's like a massage for the eye orb. It's a very nice feeling, honestly. This side looks so much better than this side. Also, y'all, I believe I have what are referred to as hooded eyelids. I almost said eyebrows. Y'all pray for me, okay? Pray for me. I believe I have hooded eyebrows, but I am not 100% sure. Let's just say the rental space that I have on my eyebrows is not a lot. It's not a 1-bedroom. It barely passes as a studio. But it's what I can afford, and it's what I got. So I just gotta make do with it, you know? But I say that to say that really quickly, if I'm not careful with my eyebrows or my eyeshadow, it goes from looking like this to this. Like, what is all this up here, Miss Girl? This all needs to go. Are y'all watching this new season of American Horror Story? Comment down below, because honestly, y'all, this is the most corniest shit ever. I cannot stand this season. And anytime someone says they really like this season, I don't get why. I think this season sucks. There's some funny moments. There's some moments that I got a good laugh at. But was I supposed to be laughing? I don't know. I don't know. I am just not enjoying this season. I think this double feature idea is a load of crap. But we'll see how it continues to go, I guess. Oh. I'm not gonna do any other makeup because, like in terms of my face, like I'm not gonna put foundation on because I have to wear a mask. Like, I'm like, every time I go to KNOTTS, no one else is wearing a mask. Except for like me and my friends. No one. And it don't make me feel right. Honestly, only because I have a season pass this year am I going. But I think next year I'm not going back to KNOTTS. They did a good job handling things for like 5 minutes, but between the guy climbing the Supreme Scream and the multiple fights that have broken out this year, I would rather not give them any more of my money, honestly. And like, I was joking with my friend who also, so we bought a ゚Very season pass in 2020. Hindsight is 2020, motherfucker. And we bought the season pass in 2020, which obviously was useless. So instead of refunding us, they just gave us a 2021 pass. And so we've used it, but it's just like the ghetto. Woo, child. The ghetto. You know? Like, this girl. Ooh, I almost dropped all my makeup. Now I understand why people have multiple of the same products. Like, I purchased this mascara, this KVD, whatever the fuck mascara, and then I was gifted this mascara. I love using this for my eyebrows, but this one is much smoother and nicer for my eyelashes. Dear God. Whew. Can we just admire the zit, please? I haven't even gotten to KNOTTS yet. Damn. Okay, let me take a look-sees. Bring it to the runway. The runway. These nails sometimes. I think it looks okay. I think it looks okay. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's just okay. But I like the colors, and I like what I did, and I like the fact that it matches my flower. And now I'm going to set and mist, and then I guess I will see y'all later. Wait. Where? Oh. Mother hell. I am just ready for this night to go on, y'all. I'm ready to have fun. I'm ready to get litty my titty. It is Friday night. I've worked all week. Ooh. Ooh. That hit was very litty my titty for sure. I'm ready to just laugh at the cheap, terrible, not scary farm costumes and have fun with my friends. Okay, so let's get this night started. Holy shit, it's almost been a week since I went to Not Scary Farm. I was expecting to go to Not Scary Farm and film like kind of like vlog style, but it's very dark at Knott's Scary Farm. And a lot of the footage I got, it would not make a good vlog. So I feel like I need to like summarize my experience, and I need to like kind of review Knott's Scary Farm. And Knott's ended up being such a good experience. I had so much fun. I thoroughly needed that night out. Unfortunately, my phone died, so all of the footage I did collect, thankfully, was done from my friend's cellular devices. But I don't know how to use an iPhone. So we get to Knott's Berry Farm. We smoked a little J in the parking lot, and then I took an edible. One of my other friends took an edible. And I took like 4 because there were 5 milligrams each. So I was fine, but my friend who took like 1, she was all over the place, and I felt kind of bad. I was like, uh-oh, this is of my own doing. Like, I was like, uh-oh. But she was fine. We were having just so much fun, you guys. Like, if you had told me I could have that much fun at Knott's Scary Farm, I'd be like, Knott's Scary Farm. Alright. And they have like mazes, they decorate the rides. In the amusement park itself, as you're walking through, they have monsters like hiding, waiting to come at you, and like they'll like get in your face and like they'll say shit to you. A lot of the monsters, they're wearing these like shoes, and they'll like slide across the ground, and the shoes and like the knee pads, they like spark, and they make a super loud noise. That shit isn't scary. That shit is annoying. I hate that shit. It always pisses me off when they do that because it's so loud, and then like all you see is the ground sparking because it's really dark. Like, it's super dark at Knott's Scary Farm, so you can't always even see the monster. You'll just see like sparks. I mean, I'm blind as shit. I did decide to wear my glasses to Knott's Scary Farm because I was like, bitch, you need to see. Like, you can't be out here doing it how you be doing it every single day. Like, you need to see. So I did wear my glasses. But yeah, it was just so much fun. Also, I just really want to give it up to Knott's because they really stepped up their pussy game. Like, I feel like they put way more money like into this year's Knott's Scary Farm than some of the ones I've been to in the past. A lot of the mazes were sickening. There was this maze, and at one point this like hand is like, you're walking through the maze, and all of a sudden this giant animatronic hand tries to grab you, and it like goes back into the wall.
Oh! Is that a hand? Oh my god, that's so sick. Wow, that's really cool.
And like, I was not expecting Knott's Scary Farm to have like animatronics in their mazes. And all of the mazes had elements of like movable robotic props. It was so cool. So the first maze we did was Paranormal Inc, which I've actually done this maze. I did this maze the last time I went. The last time I went, it was a little bit different though. The beginning was pretty much the same. Like, while we were waiting in line, I told my friend, like, I'm pretty sure I did this maze last time, because I remembered that in the beginning of this maze, like, the idea is you're with sort of like a BuzzFeed Unsolved kind of gang, kind of group, and you're gonna go like investigate this like haunted house. And while we're there, this ghost girl like ends up like interrupting our tour. And so that's the whole idea of the maze.
Going to die.
It was really cool. I don't know. I really liked it. I don't remember if there were animatronics in this maze, but I just remember thinking, like, in comparison to the last time I did this maze, they really stepped it up. Like, they added a lot more elements. It looked a lot scarier. It was just a lot cooler.
Yes, Miss Mama! Oh my god! Oh wait! Oh!
And so when we got there, it was a Friday night. We got there at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. So it was already kind of late. And already their, like, the waits for everything was insane. Like, Ghost Rider had a 3-hour wait. So, like, the Paranormal Maze, I think we waited for like an hour and some change. And then we decided to go on the log ride. That was like another hour. So by the time we were done with these two things, we were like, oh no, like, we're not going to have enough time to get everything done. But luckily, that all changed later on. But first, I'm going to talk about the log ride. So, the log ride is hella cursed because, like, basically, it's supposed to, like, tell the story of, like, miners, I think. And it's supposed to be, like, old-timey, but the animatronics look funked up. And it's just kind of a creepy ride, okay? But for Halloween, they usually decorate it. But this year, you guys, holy cow. They, like, really decorated it. Last time I went, I don't remember if they had, like, a Halloween song. But this time, like, all the animatronics were, like, singing some Halloween song. The log ride is supposed to be like the Knott's Berry Farm version of Splash Mountain. So it's like a bunch of animatronics and they're all singing and it's supposed to be like kind of country folks and it's like old timey. So that's kind of the vibe, right? And like this is such a random thing and it probably won't be funny. Like this might be one of those like you have to be there in order for it to be funny moments, but last time me and my friends went to Knott's Scary Farm, on the log ride, they just like threw everything but the kitchen sink on this ride. So they just threw whatever Halloween decorations they had, even if it didn't fit. So last time we went on this ride, we were like screaming because at one part of this ride, there was these little alien figurines and it was so random and like unrelated to anything else that was going on that it just made us laugh so hard. So this year, they not only have the aliens outside, but this time around, the aliens were like making these weird noises. So there was just like these 3 little alien figurines are like, and like, I'm sorry, but that shit is literally so funny. So let me just talk about the different mazes that we did. So the first maze we did, like after going on the log ride, was this maze called Origins, and it was supposed to tell like the origin story of the Calico mines or whatever.
Oh my god!
So this maze was so good. This was the first maze that I remember there being like animatronics. And when I tell you we were like shocked, Miss Honey, we could not believe that there were fucking animatronics in this maze. So this maze is supposed to be like there's a haunted witch woman who is like seeking revenge on the town because I guess they like kicked her out. The first thing I remember just like tickling my fancy, just completely making me lose it, was there was this room and it was like a school room, and there's this like the witch woman is like yelling on some digital screen and she's like rah, 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 and then like there's a few mannequins of these children and they're like laying down on their desks, and then she says something and all of a sudden the fucking mannequins get up and I lost my shit because these things looked so cheap and poorly made. Like, you were not expecting them to have the capability of movement. Like, that was the last thing you were expecting.
Oh my god!
And it was such a good scare, and it was so funny to meet my friends. Like, we were just screaming and laughing. Like, I was like, holy shit, because you weren't expecting that. Like, and then there was another room with this baby in a crib, and this baby looked fucked up. It had like gems in its eyes, and it was all like demented looking, and it was inside its crib, and then all of a sudden it like shoots out of its crib and starts like shaking towards you.
Ew, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Which is... There was... This is funked up.
The way it like twisted itself. Oh, that was literally hilarious. Like, it was so funny. That maze was really cool. Definitely one of our favorites for sure. And then
oh my god, Miss Girl. Get me the hell out of this. That was some demonic ass shit.
And after the Origins maze, we did, I think it's called Dark Entities, which it's supposed to be like, or do we do the depths first? Honestly, it doesn't matter. I'll go into Dark Entities. Dark Entities was supposed to be like you got attacked by aliens on your spaceship. It was kind of a cool maze, but out of all the mazes we did, it definitely wasn't the most memorable. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I barely remember anything that happened. I remember though, towards the end, they had a lot of really cool creatures. So like, they had animatronic aliens and they looked really, really cool. So that was pretty exciting to see. But that was like at the very, very end of the whole thing. But yeah, so Dark Entities was like alien themed. There was another maze called The Depths, which was kind of a similar theme, but this time it was more so like sea creatures. In my opinion, this was a much cooler version of Dark Entities. So first of all, The Depths, there was this one part where like they were blasting fog, but they also had like lasers. So it felt like you were like not underwater, but it felt like the water was like you were walking through like a swamp almost, or like water. And it was so cool how they created that effect. And then what they did was they had the monsters underneath the fog and the lasers, so you couldn't see them, but they could see your legs like walking through, and then they'd pop out at you from underneath. It was so cool. It was also dark as fuck. And like I said, I have a terrible eyesight. So I was trying to wear like my glasses with the mask, because y'all, no one fucking wears their masks at Knott's Berry Farm. It's really gross. So I was like, bitch, we're not taking off this mask in these mazes. So I had on my mask plus the glasses. So my glasses were fogging up, and then the fog machine was going. So I would take off my glasses to try to see, but then I couldn't see. So it was a mess. And for some reason, I was the one leading the group. And I was like, you guys, why am I leading the group? Like, I can't see. But everyone was like kind of like hovering behind me. So I was like, okay, you know what, bitch? Like, let's just go. So at one point, I'm like, where the fuck are we going? Like, because I literally could not see anything. And then this monster from underneath the fog, like, lifts and points in the direction we're going. And I was like, thanks, dude. Like, it was just so funny. So that was definitely one of my favorite mazes. I loved the whole, like, sea creature aliens. They looked really frightening, but they looked like kind of creatures that Tumblr would want to fuck, you know? That's kind of the vibe they were giving. I just really enjoyed that maze. It was definitely, what's that movie? Oh my god, what's that movie with the sea creature? The Oscar award-winning movie. Guillermo del Toro? What's that movie called? Anyways, it was giving very much so that, you know? And it was fun.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
And I think the very last maze, it was called Waxworks. Have y'all seen that movie about the wax town with Paris Hilton in it? I watched that movie for the first time this year. This maze was kind of that idea, but it was kind of twisted. So it was supposed to be like wax figurines of like Hollywood celebrities, but it was like real people. It was really cool how they did it. And this maze I liked in particular because out of all the mazes we did, this maze had the most visible actors just walking through the maze. So, and it was really cool to see the makeup because they just looked fucked up. That was another thing. I feel like this year, the makeup crew and like the costume, I just feel like KNOTTS had a bigger budget. I don't know what that was about. You guys, look at that. That is so pretty. I have no idea like I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this, but I'm just gonna keep fucking around with this because this is like gorgeous. The wax melt, wax works or whatever I said wax melt, like we're talking about fucking candles. I liked this probably not the most, but it was just so gross. It was so disgusting. Like, and it was just a disgusting, gross maze. Like there was this one part where in the ceilings there was this like clump of like faces like melted together, and it was like a giant like animatronic thing, and all the faces were like blinking and like moving and like twitching and like screaming. It was so gross. And then there was like another part where this like creature, it was like a melting figure thing. It was like twitching, and me and my friends laugh at like stupid things, okay? We're like older Gen Z, like we just find like we just find things that are not really that funny like hilarious. Like, so things that were just like twitching like out of control and were just like melting, like there was like flesh like dripping off. It was so gross. It was just gross. It was just really cool. Point blank period, too long, don't read, Not Scary Farm was the bee's motherfucking knees this year, and I just had way too much fun. Way too much fun. I think by the time you're watching this, you probably don't have time to go, but if you do have the opportunity to go, I think you definitely should. I think they just really outdid themselves this year, and I can't wait to go again next year. Next year for Vlogoween, I really want to like go to more amusement parks, and I want to get like a good camera, and I want to like actually do like a vlog kind of style, because I love going to amusement parks, and I do have a few amusement park videos on my channel actually. But thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below if you've ever been to Not Scary Farm. If you want to go, let me know. Is there like fun Halloween themed stuff to do in your country or where you live? Let me know. I know Halloween is kind of an American thing. Like when I meet people who've lived in other countries, they're like, we don't do that here. Like, but I really love Halloween, and wherever I live, I intend on bringing it. So that's just me, period. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, y'all, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that jazz. And I will see you. I don't know why I think that's so funny, but it tickles my spirit every time. In the next one, alrighty y'all, bye.